Hello and welcome, I am Arumba, thank you for joining me. Let's play some Crusader Kings 2. It's been a little while since I've played this game. I've missed it, actually. I really would love to just be able to dive in and revisit everything that I loved about this game, and hopefully not get too upset about the things that I don't like. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go back to basics, right? When this game first came out, I just want a little, very brief history lesson here. This game first came out, like, I don't know, 3-4 years ago at this point. And way back when, you could only play as a Catholic. There were no other religions that were playable. You couldn't play as a Sunni or a pagan or any of that stuff. And this game, Crusader Kings 2, was about being a Catholic king and participating in the Crusades. And so that's what I fell in love with when I first started playing the game, and that's what I want to play in this campaign. So we're going to play as, this is going to be the series will be called the Cantabrian Crusades, because we're going to play as House de Cantabria. And we're going to put ourselves right down here next to the Muslims, right? So we've got Catholic primarily in this region, but it's all owned by the Sunnis. And our goal is going to be to take back the land that they control. The Umayyad dynasty needs to die. And hopefully we can, I don't know, have some fun with the game and just kind of see what it's like again. Now, before we get too far into this campaign and people get upset with me for not playing perfectly, just keep in mind that back when I was playing this game for the very first time on YouTube, I had played it, like, religiously, haha, funny, for like a year before my very first campaign. Since then, it's been like a year and a half since I've even really played this game very much, so I will very quickly get back up to speed, but, you know, I'm going to make a few mistakes here and there, and you just have to accept that that will happen, and then also, it's difficult to play perfectly when you're recording, so don't expect that. We are going to be using a couple mods. I'm using my keyboard shortcuts mod, which, by the way, I have updated. I understand it was not working recently. So it's been updated. We're playing with pretty much every single DLC that there is. We've got the Sword of Islam, Legacy of Rome, the Republic, the Old Gods, Sons of Abraham, Rajas of India, Charlemagne, Way of Life, and Horse Lords. The only one that's missing right there would be the Sunset Invasion, which is just ahistoric and silly. And it's kind of a silly one. So anyway, we're going to be playing as King Aurelio of Asturias, of the House of Cantabria. And this is going to be the Cantabrian Crusades. So let's just dive in, see where we're at. Welcome to Crusader Kings 2. There is no set goal. Sure there is. Kill the Muslims. We have Visigothic cultural effects. No special features. Cool. We're a feudal government, as expected. And we have the oldest branches of Christianity, Catholicism. Cool. Yes, Crusades, excommunications, fun times. Cool. So, let's see if we can remember the keyboard shortcuts, how to play this game. Let's take a look at our character. King Aurelio of Asturias, House Cantabria. Let's first go check out our dynasty, because that's just fun. What do we have? So, our uncle is dead. Our father is dead. Yes, we have the better UI mod, by the way. It increases the size of the font, makes it actually readable, which is quite nice. We have a half-sister, the Countess of Vizcaya. She lives. We have a niece, Munia, and Garcia, our nephew, House Lopez. Or actually, he's Garcia is his name, and he's of House Lopez. Interesting. Or, no, he's of House Orosta. Oh, do you just have two names? Garcia Lopez of de Orosta. I'll get the name pronunciations wrong as well. Don't worry, I'm experts at that. Okay, and then we've got our Count Veromondo of Asturias de Santillana, a half-brother, a count. So he may pose some issues since he does own land. We'll see. We currently have a domain limit of 3, and we have 3 actual domain. And it's been a long time since I've played. It's just like a regular count where we get to hold castles and stuff. And it keeps on telling me about this control-left-click thing, which is new in a recent patch. So you can control-click to like break down realms and like see people who are beneath. Kind of cool. So, we make 32 ducats a year, not bad. I love the font mod. It's like playing Crusader Kings, sorry, it's like playing CK2 with the EU4 font, basically is what it feels like to me. We're an indulgent wastrel. We were groomed to be good with money, and I was groomed. And if good means spending it quickly, the indulgent wastrel certainly is. Awesome. We're kind. We're content, craven, and cynical. Hopefully we can change that, because being a craven coward man, not going to be so good for the Crusades. We have 837.84 troops. I still don't know why it keeps track of fractional troops, but hey, we'll just roll with it. We can have up to 31 vassals. We should choose a focus. So, how are we doing on sons? We have... Our heir right now is our half-brother, so we have no children of our own. We need to find a woman. So it wouldn't be a horrible idea to focus on family and, you know, making babies. Fertility plus 25. Fertility plus 25. Let's focus on family. And we'll choose our ambition probably to get married. These are the women that show up in the marriage finding tool, but I think we can probably do better. Shall we start the eugenics program early? Search all women who are not in prison, who are not married, who are not rulers, who are my religion group. Any culture is fine. Needs to be an adult, and any great house. So, let's start the eugenics program. Someone bring out the ledger! Any strong women? We have a 16-year-old strong woman. She's currently where? She's at court in Cornwall. I've seen her from across the bay. Bring her in. Strong is just so good. I think strong's probably... Either strong is... It's probably going to be strong. Is what we go for. But genius... that'd be a little bit difficult with this homosexual. She's a bit of a queer. And Stephania here, living over at the court of Iconian. Over in Byzantium. Yeah, I think we go with the strong woman. We like them strong. Will you, would you like to become my wife? So we'll lose a little bit of prestige for marrying into a low-born family, but that's okay. We're not too worried about it. We want to make strong babies. Strong babies who can carry on our legacy for all time. Okay, let's get going. Let's see how people feel about us. I can remember my shortcuts. D is not the right one. No, it is. D is opinion. There we go. Astorga. Count Moratago of Astorga. Opinion of us is -77. Person's rather upset because they're ambitious. This is a bastard of my dynasty. Well, your ambition will need to be tempered. Let's see, this is part of the Duchy of Asturias, which has not yet been created. And we own one of those provinces. I could give him that one and let him become a duke, or I could bury him underneath a duke. For now, though, I think we'll just let the game run a little bit. Alright, she's arrived. We can collect a royal aid duty or take some prestige. Well, the gold would be nice, but I think we will want to try to offset that prestige penalty that we took by marrying into a low-born family. Now, we're going to do the thing that I still feel like kind of don't understand why it's so easy to just do this, but yeah, we're totally gonna, you know, borrow some money from the Jews, and then, you know, expel the Jews. Because, you know, that's what you do in Crusader Kings 2. We decided to expel all Jews from our realm. After your guards round the Jewry up, they are forced to depart in yet another large exodus for lands more friendly to their kind. Yeah, you confiscate much of their gold. Yep, of course I, yep, Alright, shall we buy an indulgence? Sure, why not? We don't want to promote a commander. We can create the Kingdom of Leon if we own the Duchy of Leon. We can make ourselves into a king. We could plot to kill our kinsman. I'd rather not do that. It seems quite mean. Alright, we are now married. Next ambition. Probably going to want to have a son. So expelling the Jews definitely cost us a lot in the beginning here, but we gained 500 some ducats overall between everything. The Holy Father has granted us absolution. For 48 ducats we can gain 50 piety. That sounds pretty good. Yep, why not? We'll make the Pope like us. And we'll probably want to continue. Wow, he looks very popish. Pope Stephanus II. Interesting. You know what I keep trying to do is I want to send a diplomat to improve relations with him. But no, that is what our council's for. We'll have to improve religious relations the old-fashioned way. And we'll also probably want to improve diplomatic relations with him as well. Both of them can work on the Pope, so we would like to do that if at all possible. Our Marshal has a 14 opinion of us, not bad. Our Prestige will come back eventually. For now, though, I think we want to train troops wherever we have the most, which is going to be in our capital. And collecting taxes does feel like probably the right thing to do right now. I still feel like economic attack is just kind of useless overall. They all make the exact same income, so we'll just go with our capital. And we're going to go scheme, I think, in this place, because he doesn't like us, and I have a feeling he's probably going to try to do something that he shouldn't. So maybe we'll catch him doing something. We do have a bunch of minor titles that we could give out. We could designate a regent. We have a few commanders specified. We haven't done cupbearer yet. Yeah, we'll hold off for now. So, are you telling me that if I create the... what do I need to actually do this? I need the Duchy of Leon is completely controlled. I gotta remember my keyboard shortcuts here. I for duchies. The Duchy of Leon. So we need to attack and actually succeed in our first war against the Umayyad in order to be able to become the Kingdom of Leon. Fascinating. Let's do that. So we're a little bit less diplomatic than we'd like to be. Nice work on the reinforcements. It's cool. So how are we going to survive? Well, getting an alliance or two would be nice. If we could marry into House Carling and have them as an ally, that would help out tremendously against the nearby enemies. To do that, we need lots of babies. We need babies. Okay, we have Holy War for Castile. Make tributary. Do we actually have tributary as a CB? Make the target realm your tributary, forcing them to pay 40% of their monthly income in tribute to you. Well. Yeah, I don't think we're going to do that. These are the only people we actually have a casus belli against right now, are the Umayyads. So for now, I think it's going to be about training up. We're going to have all this money on hand for mercenaries if they attack us. And it is nice that we're making some income. It feels so strange to be playing CK2 with this interface mod. It makes me feel like I'm playing EU4, but I'm not, you know? So it's like I want to lower the maintenance slider right now, or, you know, I don't know, do something else. We could try building, like, militia training grounds just to get our base levy up, but I feel like having money for mercs would probably be better. Maybe we'll do the militia training ground in the capital, simply because we've got our guy training troops there. We can get the most bang for our buck by increasing the levy in the capital. So it's a lot to spend, 150 ducats, but I have a feeling that it'll work out for us in the long run. Count Moregato of Astorga claims that Baron Ranimaru of San Pedro de Perix is attempting to promote vile heresies. How should I use this information? Okay. I could make my Chancellor into... I mean, he does have a little tiny bit of money, and he's a baron. We could throw him in prison and then ransom him. But he's our diplomat. Let's just keep it to ourselves. That seems like a very mean thing to do to him. Let's see, how are we doing on overall levy? You could provide us with at most 236 troops. Of this, you are able to raise 20%, only 48, due to the crown law setting the minimum to 20%. Okay, and then here we're able to raise... At most, we could raise 80% due to current laws. Remember correctly, the last time I had really spent a lot of time playing Crusader Kings 2, they had made a change where you can't actually get maximum feudal levies until Legalism 7. So basically, never. Basically so far into the game that you are, yeah, like at the very, very end. Which I still don't like, but... Our cousin Count Moragato is trying to lower crown authority. As is our marshal. How dare you? Alright, well, we know that since he's in a faction, we should probably send our spy master off after these two guys. We already have him here. Sounds like there might be a war. Already. Infighting, that's no good. We could spend some money to create a duchy. That would give us some prestige back, make people like us a little bit better, but it also would have a pretty significant impact on the treasury. Yay, she's pregnant. Wonderful. Strong babies. She's quite pretty. I like the, you know, the Irish women. They look nice. They're good. Destroy this title. No, I'm not going to do that. Mayor Johan. Mm-hmm. They like the fact that we're kind. Short reign will go away eventually, but the prestige thing, that one's actually quite significant. Coming back at 2.18 per month. I gotta say though, I like my strong wife. She's fun. Features. Oh, I didn't realize you could click that whenever you wanted. Thought it was only when the game started up. We have an independence faction as well, led by our marshal. So if he's in two factions, I think that, I don't know, perhaps we should focus on our marshal. Is there anything we can appeal to? Yes, he's an honest man. So we can appeal to his sense of honesty if our spy master gets his modifier. He's got to focus on war. Well, I suppose what we could do, press left click to select next region. Oh wow, that is quite useful. I don't remember that button being there in the past. Very well. So, we should probably give out titles to our vassals that we could use some more opinion with. Like the Count of Vizcaya, he's almost maxed out on opinion. Let's just confirm that we're getting quite a few troops from him. Like, we could get... You are able to raise 64%. The most we could possibly get would be 80%. He could provide, at most, 61 troops. And I forget now, where does the 61 troops calculation come from? Well, I don't want to change taxes at all on them. The tribal levies don't apply to us because we don't have any tribes. Church taxes is probably something that could be nice. More money for us, less money for the Pope. That kind of thing. The levy laws, I don't really want to change those just yet. So, hold on. I don't understand, though, where this number is coming from. Hey, it's our first son. He's not strong. He does look very Irish. Froila. Well, let's name him after, like, our father instead. I am Aurelio. Oh, there we go. It's already named him after him for us. Sounds great. Froila II. We'll now take the ambition then to have a daughter, just to keep our fertility high. See if we can get a little bit more prestige from the pregnancy of our wife, and maybe get a second son. What kind of succession law do we have right now? Magnatic, cognatic, elective. Okay, so we can nominate our son. You have a new heir. Great. I do want to spend a little bit more time, maybe between videos, trying to figure out exactly where this number is coming from. It says you can provide you at most 61 troops. And then from there, it's getting further reduced down to 64% of 61, which is 40. 61 out of 251 is 24.3%. I don't have any understanding for where that number's coming from, honestly. Crown law sets the minimum to 20%, so I should be able to draw 20% no matter what. And then we've got feudal levies at normal, which reduces the maximum by 20%. Which is where the laws minus 20 is. Well, we'll just kind of default back to what I know to be true, is that if people like you better, that's good. So we'll give him an honorary title. You may be the cupbearer. Try to get you as close to 100 as we can. The city of Burgos, we don't really care about that too much. We care primarily about the people who can provide us with lots of troops. You, I think we'll send a small gift to, maybe? Nah, it's not worth it. We'll just make you the master of the horse. And this countdown here. Let's go back to sorting by strength, because I want to prioritize people who like me the most. $48 opinion for 28 ducats. That sounds very worthwhile. And we'll make him the master of the hunt. And then we've got the Count Silo. Count Silo! Yeah, another 48 opinion for that small amount of money seems very reasonable. Be a high almoner. And my half-brother. You are Seneschal. Why not? Sounds great. Okay, well, we only spent a couple, about 200 ducats so far on stuff. We built up our holding, which is already complete, by the way. Militia training ground, so getting quite a few more extra troops here. It'll take some time for it to recover, but our martial skill is rather crap. We are not a very good military leader. The Crusades will go poorly if we don't train up a good heir. We shall see. Alright, well, for now, I'm going to take a short break here. As always, if you want to show your support, you can feel free to click the like button, or leave a comment, or share this with a friend or family member, or whatever you want to do. Whatever you want. But I know a lot of people have been asking me to play Crusader Kings 2 again. The start may be a little bit slow, but I'm looking forward to enjoying Crusader Kings 2 for quite a while in this campaign. So thanks for coming. I'll see you again in the next video. See you soon.